It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 47th Annual General Meeting of your company. As you are aware, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Securities and Exchange Board of India have continued to permit companies to hold the AGM through video conferencing or other audiovisual means. Accordingly, considering the opportunity and ease of access to our shareholders from across the globe to participate, the 47th AGM of the company is being conducted through video conference. The notice for the AGM and the annual report for FY 2024-25 have been sent through electronic mode to all those shareholders whose email addresses are registered with the RTA or depository participants. The company had issued an advertisement informing shareholders to register their email addresses to enable the company to send these documents electronically to them. Further, a physical letter providing the web link for accessing these documents was sent to those members who have not registered their email address with the RTA/DP. The company has also sent a physical copy of the annual report to those shareholders who have requested for the same as per the SEBI mandate. The requisite quorum for the meeting is present. I now call the meeting to order. May I now introduce the board members and the senior management personnel attending the meeting today. Mr. Ramesh Rajan, Chairman of the Audit Committee. Mr. Anand Kumar, Chairman of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Mr. M.A.M. Arunachalam, Chairman of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee. Ms. Bhama Krishnamurthy, Chairperson of the Risk Management Committee and Special Committee of the Board for Monitoring and Follow-up of Fraud Cases. Mr. Ramkumar Ramamurthy, Chairman of IT Strategy Committee and Customer Service Committee. Mr. M.R. Kumar, Non-Executive Independent Director. Ravindra Kundu, Managing Director and Chairman of Review Committee constituted under RBI Willful Defaulter Directions. Mr. Arul Selvan, Chief Financial Officer. And Mrs. P. Sujata, Company Secretary. Mr. Shirish Rahalkar, representing Ms. B.K. Khare and Company, Chartered Accountants, and Mr. Devang Doshi, Partner, representing MSKKC and Associates, Chartered Accountants, Joint Statutory Auditors, and Mr. R. Sridharan of R. Sridharan Associates, Secretarial Auditor for the year ended 31st March 2025, and scrutinizer for the purpose of remote e-voting and voting process at the AGM, have also joined the meeting through video conference. Dear shareholders, as the notice convening the meeting has already been circulated to all the shareholders, with your permission, I wish to take the same as read. Members seeking to inspect the register of directors, key managerial personnel, and their shareholding, of contracts or arrangements in which the directors are interested, the certificate obtained from Ms. R. Sridharan, practicing company secretary on ESOP schemes, and the other documents mentioned in the notice may contact the company secretary or send an email to investors@tola.murugappa.com. The Joint Statutory Auditor's Report on the financial statements of the company for the year ended 31st March 2025 does not have any qualifications, observations, comments, or other remarks on financial transactions or matters having any adverse effect on the functioning of the company. The Secretarial Auditor Report for the year ended 31st March 2025 also does not contain any qualifications, observations, comments, or other remarks. Accordingly, the Joint Statutory Auditor's Report and Secretarial Auditor's Report are not required to be read out in the meeting. My message to shareholders has already been circulated as part of the annual report. I will elaborate the same. Ladies and gentlemen, the company continues to distinguish itself as a high-performing institution within India's financial services sector, consistently delivering growth, transforming lives, and creating impact at scale. At the core of our efforts lies a steadfast commitment to our vision, enabling customers to enter a better life. This is not merely a tagline, but a guiding principle we translate into real, measurable outcomes that uplift communities and build lasting values. As I write this message, I'm reminded of the many stories of transformation that define truly who we are. These stories are the real measure of our success. From the small entrepreneur in rural Tamil Nadu who received her first business loan to the family in Gujarat celebrating the joy of their first home, from the farmer in Assam who modernized his field with a new tractor, to the aspiring driver in Jammu who bought his first car and started a tea company. Each life we touch reflects our mission in action. Behind these stories stand our extraordinary team of 64,941 professionals who bring our purpose to life every day. They uphold our core belief. The fundamental principle of economic activity is that no man you transact with will lose. If you follow that, then you shall not. Across 1,613 branches and 724 remote locations, our teams have overcome distance and infrastructure challenges to build relationships that go far beyond financial transactions. In communities where banking was once out of reach, they have become trusted advisors, financial educators, and agents of lasting change. FY 24-25 was a year of strong, broad-based performance across all our business segments. Total disbursements crossed 1 lakh crores, registering a growth of 14%, while AUM rose by 30% to reach 1.99 lakh crores, a significant milestone for the company. Our total income for the year stood at 26,055 crores, reflecting a 36% year-on-year growth, and PAT increased by 24% to 4,259 crores. These outcomes reflect the disciplined execution of our strategy and the continued trust placed in us by our customers across the country. In terms of business segments, in vehicle finance, our flagship vehicle finance business demonstrated resilience and adaptability in a dynamic environment. Disbursements reached 53,922 crores, registering a 12% growth, while AUM expanded to 1,257 crores. The commercial vehicle segment showed mixed performance. LCVs recorded 3% growth, while SCVs had a degrowth of 9%. Our strategic focus on the middle of the pyramid customer segment, particularly small road transport operators and first-time buyers, allowed us to respond effectively to market shifts. Notably, 65% of our commercial vehicle disbursements serve small and micro enterprises, including agri-based customers. In the passenger vehicle segment, 66% of our disbursements were to existing Chola customers and those engaged in agriculture and commercial activity. The two-wheeler segment also saw healthy growth, posting a 9% increase. Our LAP or loan against property business also delivered stellar performance with disbursements of 17,913 crores, up 32% year on year. Our AUM stood at 41,439 crores, growing by 39%. Over the past 5 years, the segment has maintained a strong CAGR of 29% in AUM and 43% in PAT. This performance is driven by a sharp focus on SME customers availing credit against intellectual property, with 77% of the portfolio secured against self-occupied residential assets. Our emphasis on prudent underwriting is reflected in improved asset quality. Stage 3 assets have declined significantly from 6.67% in FY22 to 2% in FY25. Our home loans business continues its upward trajectory with disbursement of 7,404 crores in FY25, growing 16%. AUM reached 18,427 crores, up 37% year on year. Operating through 710 branches, we are enabling thousands of middle and lower income middle families to achieve their dream of owning a home. The consumer and small enterprise segment emerged as a key growth engine in FY25. Disbursements reached 12,552 crores and AUM rose to 14,573 crores, marking a 28% growth. With a customer base of over 1.4 million across 495 locations, the segment also delivered strong financial performance, with PBT increasing 39% to 343 crores. The SME business continued to build on strong fundamentals. with AUM rising to 6,628 crores, a 33% increase. PBT grew by 37% to 111 crores. Our offering in this segment includes supply chain financing, term loans for capital expenditure, and loan against shares, reaching customers across 95 locations. Our newest business verticals, secured business and personal loans, recorded exceptional growth in FY25. Disbursements totaled 1,316 crores, while AUM rose 73% to 2,422 crores. Now present across 414 locations in 11 states, SPPL is playing a vital role in enhancing financial access for underserved customer segments. Our entry into consumer durable financing aligns with evolving consumption patterns and growing aspirations. The upcoming launch of gold loans in FY26 marks another strategic step in expanding our product suite. Our digital transformation journey has fundamentally reshaped the way in which we serve customers. The comprehensive digitization of our loan origination system has significantly improved customer experience and operational efficiency. Innovations such as biometric eKYC, automated bureau checks, system-driven underwriting have enhanced both speed and security. The Chola One platform is steadily evolving into a super app, offering customers a unified access point for a wide range of financial products. In vehicle finance, we built a fully integrated digital ecosystem, including a thriving used vehicle marketplace that now facilitates over 3,900 vehicle sales each month. Our enterprise risk management strategy is built on 8 distinct pillars, ensuring comprehensive coverage across all key areas. Credit risk management has been enhanced through scorecard-based decision-making and robust governance mechanisms. Our cybersecurity framework incorporates red team assessments and comprehensive SOC monitoring. We have a highly experienced in-house compliance team comprising of over 20 professionals with a collective experience of more than 200 years, ensuring strong regulatory adherence and consistent performance across all audits. This comprehensive risk framework forms a foundation of our commitment to sustainable and resilient growth. Our well-balanced borrowing profile underscores our commitment to financial prudence. With total borrowings amounting to 1,74,946 crores, we maintain a healthy composition of loans from banks, market participants, ECBs, public debts, etc. Our investor base is equally diverse, comprising banks, financial institutions, insurance companies, and mutual funds. Our commitment to ESG has been recognized through steady improvements across global benchmarks. Our FTSE4Good score improved from 2.8 to 3.1, and S&P ESG score nearly doubled to 30. Sustainalytics noted an improved risk profile, with our score strengthening to 24.1. Our stakeholder empowerment services rating improved significantly from 61.6 to 79.6, while our ESG risk assessment and insight score increased from 61.5 to 73.95. CRISIL also recognized our progress, with our ESG score rising to 63 in FY25. For the 5th year running, we've been reaffirmed as a constituent of the FTSE4Good Index series. Our social responsibility initiatives have deepened in scope and impact. In FY25, we allocated Rs 31 crores towards healthcare and 12 crores for educational programs. Beyond these flagship programs, we've invested in rural development, environmental conservation, disaster relief, water and sanitation projects, sports development, and cultural preservation. These CSR investments are strategic interventions designed to create sustainable change. From providing healthcare in remote villages to supporting education for girl children, each initiative is carefully chosen to maximize social impact while aligning with our mission. As we look into the future, we are energized by the opportunities that lie ahead. India's economic resilience, demographic dividend, and deepening financial inclusion create a strong runway for long-term growth. Our presence across high-impact segments, vehicle finance, consumer lending, affordable housing, SME lending, and our foray into new areas position us well for the next phase of expansion. Backed by a capital adequacy ratio of 19.75%, improving asset quality, and a resilient funding base, we are financially well prepared to pursue our ambition. From a market cap of 623 crores in 2010 to 1.27 lakh crores today, our journey has been remarkable, and this is only the beginning. As we prepare to cross 2 lakh crores in AUM, we remain confident that our proven business model, strong execution, technological capability, and committed will continue to set new benchmarks. With rising ESG ratings, deepening social impact, and unwavering commitment to responsible government, we are committed to delivering value not just to shareholders but to every stakeholder we serve. I offer my heartfelt thanks to our customers who trust us with their dreams, to our employees who work tirelessly to fulfill them, to our banking partners and regulators who enable our growth, to our board of directors for their invaluable guidance and stewardship, and to you, our shareholders, for your enduring belief in our vision. Together, guided by integrity, passion, quality, respect, and responsibility, we remain steadfast in our mission, transforming lives, elevating communities. Thank you. I now wish to call upon Mr. Ravindra Kundu, Managing Director, to share the performance highlights of the company during the financial year ended 31st March 2025 and for the quarter ended 30th June 2025, as approved by the board at its meeting held earlier today.
Thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I will take you through the presentation of the performance of the company. Let's move to slide number 2. Yeah, so this is the geographical presence of the company. We have 1,613 branches across the country, 26 states, 7 union territory. We are working as on 31st March 2025. Our 92% branches are present in Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5, Tier 6 town, mainly in the rural market, helping the rural and underserved and unserved section of the country. Next slide, please. So now moving to the key strength of Chola. Chola has been operational for last 47 years. We have 64,000 employees. Our book size asset under management is 1,99,876 crore. We have 1,630 branches. We are operational in 33 states and union territory. We have 43 lakh plus customer. We have been operational in 3 businesses mainly for many years. We have been operating in vehicle finance, loan against property, and home loans. But in last 4 years, we have expanded into 5 new businesses. Now we have 8 business lines. In addition to vehicle, loan against property, home loan, we are also operating in SME loan. We have consumer and small enterprises loan, secured business and personal loan, consumer durable loan, and we have launched gold loan from this financial year, which we started from last year itself. Next slide, please. So moving to the next slide, the highlights of FY25, as Chairman mentioned in his message, the last year has been very good and we have exceptionally done in all parameters. Our disbursement stood at 1,869 crore in FY25 with a growth of 14% year on year. Total asset under management stood at 1.99 lakh crore in FY25 with a growth of 30% year on year. We are consistently delivering AUM growth over 20% during last 10 years. Total profit after tax stood at 4,259 crore in FY25 with a growth of 24% year on year. We have been consistently delivering profit after tax growth over 20% during last 10 years. Our return on equity stood at 19.8% in FY25. We have been consistently delivering ROE over 15% during last 10 years. Our gross stage 3 stood at 2.81 in FY25. We have increased our customer base from 43 lakh in FY25 with a growth of 20% year on year. Next slide, please. So moving to the next slide, the standalone financials, as I mentioned, in disbursement, it has gone up from 88,725 to 1,869 crore and achieving 14% growth. Our income grew 36% from 19,216 to 26,055. Our finance cost also in line with income. Operating expenses has improved. It has been 31%. Our loan losses has been 89% over last year. Profit after tax has gone up by 25% from 4,582 to 5,737. Profit after tax has gone up 24% from 3,423 to 4,259. Our total asset now 2 lakh 1,648 crore, which is up by 29% from 1,56,451 crore from FY24. Our net worth has gone up by 21% from 19,556 to 23,627. Our total liability remained similar to the asset, 2,01,648 level, which has gone up by 29%. Next slide, please. So moving to the next slide, one more slide, please. Standalone financial of Q1. So in Q1 this financial year, our disbursement has been flat, 24,325 as against the Q1 FY25, because we have decided to, exit from the partnership fintech book, which is actually almost 2,000 crore of the book. And therefore, the disbursement is flat. We are hoping that the disbursement, which is now appearing 0%, will by the end of this year, we will cross the double-digit growth. Our asset under management has actually gone up by 23%, even after disbursement has been flat. It has gone up from 1,68,832 to 2,07,663. Profit after tax in this financial year for the Q1 has been 1,136, up by 21% from 942 crore. Our earning per share actually gone up by 20% from 45 to 54, and book value per share has gone up from 244 to 294, up by 20%. Our gross stage 3 asset has gone up from 2.6% to 3.2%, and it is increased by 0.5% in Q1 from last year. So this is from my side. Thank you very much. Over to you, Chairman.
Thank you. We now take up the resolutions as set forth in the notice of the meeting. Items number 1 to 4 are set out as ordinary business in the notice of the meeting. Ordinary Resolution 1, adoption of standalone financial statements together with the board's report and independent auditor's report for the financial year ended 31st March 2025. Ordinary Resolution 2, adoption of consolidated financial statements together with the independent auditor's report for the financial year ended 31st March 2025. Resolution number 3, confirm the interim dividend paid in equity shares for the year ended 31st March 2025 and declaration of final dividend of rupees 0.70 per share on the outstanding equity shares of the company for the year ended 31st March 2025. Item number 4, reappointment of Mr. M.A.M. Arunachalam, Director, retiring by rotation. Item number 5 and 6 are set out as special business. Item number 5, appointment of MS BP and Associates, practicing company secretaries as a secretarial auditor for the company for a period of 5 years, commencing from FY 25-26 to 29-30. This is an ordinary resolution. Resolution number 6, approval of increase in borrowing powers under Section 181C of the Companies Act 2013, up to a sum not exceeding 3 lakh crores. This is a special resolution. The company has engaged NSDL to provide the facility of remote e-voting to all its members to cast their vote on all businesses contained in the notice. The voting rights of the members and beneficial owners were reckoned in proportion to their shareholding as on the cutoff date, 24 July 2025. The remote e-voting facility began from 28 July 2025 until 30th July 2025. Thereafter, the remote e-voting facility was disabled by NSDL. Members who have not cast their vote through remote e-voting may cast their vote through the e-voting facility provided at the meeting. The e-voting window will now be activated for allowing the members to cast their vote. Members are requested to refer page 7 to 11 of the AGM notice for instructions on e-voting during the meeting. The annual report for the year ended 31st March 2025 has been available with you for some time now. The company has provided an opportunity to shareholders to post their queries and also to register themselves as speakers if they wish to speak at the meeting. 6 speakers have registered to speak at the meeting. May I now request the moderator to facilitate the registered speakers to speak, raise clarifications regarding the accounts, performance, and operations of the company in the year 2024-25. Members are requested to keep their questions and comments brief and specific and not to repeat questions that have already been raised. I suggest that members confine their questions to the company's operations and the annual accounts. After all the questions are tabulated, I should be pleased to answer the same or have them answered to the extent that the same is not prejudicial to the interests of the company.
Thank you so much, sir. Going ahead with the first registered speaker shareholder on the list, we have with us Prakashini G. Shenoy. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are ready for your question. We can also have your video turned on if you like.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So I'm Prakashini Ganesha Chenoy from Bombay. Chairman, sir, since we are meeting for the first time during the year, I wish one and all happy, healthy, wealthy, and prosperous 2025. Respected Honorable Chairman, other dignitaries on the board, and my fellow shareholders, good afternoon to all of you. I received the AGM report well in time, which is colorful, informative, transparent, and contains all the information as per the corporate governance. I thank the company secretary and her assistant for the same. I should not forget to thank them once again for reminding me of today's meeting, without which I wouldn't be in a position to speak. Thank you once again. The chairman and MD has given a beautiful picture regarding the company and its working in all parameters and thick and thin of the company. I am so glad to know about the company. Thank you, Chairman, sir, and MD for the same, and congratulations for the outstanding performance. At the outset, I am thankful to the board for recommending dividend for the financial year 24-25. I am also glad to note that the company is doing outstanding work in the field of CSR activities. Sir, as regards the finance, it is the robust performance as told by the MD along with the slide. It was wonderful, sir, and I could see everything, and I was concentratingly looking at the slides. It was really a wonderful thing. Thank you and congratulations for the same. I congratulate one and all for doing outstanding work to get the outstanding results of the company. Sir, I have just one or two questions. Now, my first question is, what is the future plan of the company? And my second question is, how are we planning for digital India? And my last question is, how are we planning to increase the revenue in the bottom line? Chairman, sir, last but not the least, my earnest request to you, please continue with VC so that people all over will have an opportunity to express their views. I wish the company good luck for a bright future and pray God that the profit of the company shall reach the peak in due course. Sir, I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions put forth in today's meeting. Thank you, Chairman, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks a lot for your question.
Thank you. This was Ms. Prakashini Shenoy. Ma'am, your questions have been noted. Going ahead with our next registered speaker shareholder, we were supposed to have Mr. Manjeet Singh, followed by Mr. Suresh Chand Jain with us. Both of these speaker shareholders unfortunately couldn't join this meeting. Hence, going ahead, the next person on the list who's present with us today is Mr. J. Abhishek. Mr. Abhishek, thank you so much for joining us today, and we are ready for your question, sir. We can also have your video turned on if you like, sir.
Sure, sir. Why not? So first of all, I congratulate the management on the eve of annual general body meeting. Sir, trust all is well with you and your family. In this challenging situation, our company deserves much more respect than the current market cap. After completing more than a decade of successful operations, profitability, and becoming one of the strongest brands in the respective segment. Sir, as of date, how many branches do a company have across the country? I would like to know from you, sir. And what are the steps being taken by the management to reduce the other expenses, legal professional charges, and the audit fee? I would like to know from you, sir, that myself and my team are running a legal firm in the name and style of Seven Wells Associates. I would request the management to kindly enroll the firm in the development of the company, and we will be glad to extend our services. So then, I sent my questions via email itself, and I shall not repeat the same questions again in this virtual platform in the interest of time. And the company is doing really well, sir. The company has a good corporate governance practice. I do appreciate the management for that. And kindly give us an opportunity to meet you and greet you, sir, because for the past 5 years, we are not able to meet physically and we are forced to meet virtually, and also try to consider hybrid AGMs in the years to come, because most of the senior citizens are not able to join because of the digital challenges in the virtual platform. So if you can kindly consider hybrid AGMs in the years to come, more number of shareholders can join you in the meeting. You can get the valuable points, suggestions, and ideas that will be helpful for the management to empower in the coming future. So then I wish the company and the board of directors a great success and prosperity in the coming future. And thank you for giving the opportunity, sir. And two more shareholders, Mr. B. Jaichan and Mr. A. V. Manisundaram, would also like to join in from the same device. In the interest of time, and we are facing some technical issues also, kindly allow them to join in from the same device. Sir. Just a second, sir. Now, P. Jaichan will join in from the same device.
Good evening, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, Secretary and his team, and my fellow shareholders. I congratulate the management on the eve of this AGM. Sir, I and my family members are proud shareholders of the esteemed company. The management has put on great efforts and doing a wonderful job. The only grievance of the shareholder is expecting better dividend and appreciation of share price, because most of the shareholders, especially the senior citizens, are dependent on this dividend, sir. I also request the management not to take away the maximum profits into reserves. I hope the management will not let down the shareholders who have stood behind thick and thin. I request the management to be cost effective wherever possible. The CSR activities are good. What are the future plans? How are we going to withstand the tough competition, sir? I request the management to issue bonus shares. If not, rights issue, sir, and make the shareholder happy, sir. I support the management. I have cast all the votes in favor, sir. I wish our company all success and will touch sky heights. I hope the management consider special dividend or hospitality to the shareholders, especially to the speaker shareholders, sir. So one clarification in page 18, subheading key ratios, page 18, sir. Gross NPA, gross stage 3 assets, and net NPA and net stage 3 assets. Please kindly elaborate, sir. Thank you very much, sir. One more speaker shareholder, Mr. Manisundaram, will join from the same device, sir. Please kindly allow, sir.
Thank you so much.
Very good evening. My name is Manisundaram, speaker shareholder at Chola Investment, and very proud about annual report is very good. And also you have declared movable assets and immovable assets. Our business, it is a very wide business trend, sir. And also have given balance sheet is very good, sir. Any future plan expanding about our business in any manner and any joint venture with any other foreign companies? Very good. NPA is very, comparing with the last year, it is raised. Please, previous shareholder also told about the NPA. Please consider. And also, book value last year 33.9, this year 20.7. Please consider to raise share value and give EPS and book value should be raised. Thank you. Have next year hybrid meeting or physical meeting. Please consider hospitality who are attend the meeting by means of speaker shareholder. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Next, we would like to go ahead with our next registered speaker shareholder. We have with us Mr. N. Nachiappan. So thank you so much for joining us. We are ready for your questions. So we would request you to please unmute yourself. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon to Chairman and board members. Myself, Nachiappan, Indian resident shareholder, attending AGM from Singapore. I am very happy to participate in the 47th AGM of our company. I have few questions. External commercial borrowings, that is ECBs, constitutes only 7.6% of total borrowings during the reporting period, better than last year. But ECB is a low-cost fund, even taking into account the inherent exchange rate risk. Why we should not go more of ECBs instead of bank borrowings? My next question, dividend payout stagnation. Over the past few years, the dividend payout has remained stagnated at rupees 2 per share. When accounting for inflation, this effectively translates to a decline in real return for the shareholders. Meanwhile, the company's earning per share, that is EPS, has shown significant improvement. Given this positive trend, can the management provide insight into why dividend have not been revised accordingly? Additionally, can shareholder expect an enhanced dividend payout in the coming year? My point is, every factor or every metric has gone up, but the dividend got stagnated. My next question is, the gold loan segment was introduced as a new revenue generating initiative. Would the management share an update on its performance so far, particularly in Q1? What are the key growth metrics, challenges faced, and the outlook for this business in the near to medium term? My last question is, our company's 74.24 crores CSR contribution is commendable, with impactful projects in healthcare, education, and environment initiatives. Particularly, Truckers' Eye Health Project and the CSR initiative is very much appreciable. I request Chairman and the CSR Committee Chairman, Mr. Velayan Subbiah, to also consider supporting armed force veterans, war widows, and their dependents, an eligible cause under Section 135 and Schedule 7 of Companies Act 2013. Hope the CSR committee will take this forward. Thanks for the opportunity given and take care.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Next people on the list, we were supposed to have with us P. Gopal and G. Vandana as joint shareholders. But unfortunately, these two people haven't joined the meeting today. Hence, this brings us to the end of all of the questions from all of the registered speaker shareholders. And over to the dais to answer on the same. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much for all the questions. So first, Prakashini, you had asked ma'am about future plans of the company. So obviously, as you can see, our approach has been to stay focused on lending, but add new verticals to drive further growth. So broadly, ma'am, kind of you can see that the shift of the business is the mix of the business is changing slightly, where vehicle finance as a percentage of the overall portfolio is coming down, and some of the new businesses are coming in to kind of kick in to help boost and maintain the overall growth levels of the company. As you can see, ma'am, for the last over a decade, we maintained a particular growth rate. Our intent is that to continue to maintain those similar growth rates, but to diversify our lending mix by entering into new segments that can also pick up on some of the load for growth of the company. That's as far as the business mix is concerned. We'd also talked about Digital India, and I think that's a very integral part also of the future plans of the company, because as we see it, not only are our systems getting more and more developed in terms of loan origination, loan management, and collections management systems, but also the entire digital footprint in terms of how we go to market, especially on the newer products, where even underwriting, for example, is becoming more and more automated and driven by our digital footprint. So that continues to be an area that we invest significantly in. And whilst we invest significantly in there, we've also got to be more cautious in the whole area of cybersecurity to ensure that our systems are protected and our information is protected. So these two are going in tandem and continue to grow hand in hand. And finally, the plan to increase revenue is part of what I articulated with the business mix, which is that the newer businesses will have a higher percentage rate of growth because of the smaller baseline, and therefore will be able to help maintain the overall growth rate in terms of AUM of the company as we go forward. Abhishek, thanks again for your question. And you asked on number of branches. We have 1,613 branches. Yes, we know that you have the legal firm, and so that is taken into focus. The next we had questions from Mr. Nachipan on so first in terms of ECB being at 7.63% of the portfolio, and your question as to why we don't increase the ECB mix. So Mr. Nachipan, I think being based in Singapore, you're probably saying that overseas lending rates are lower. But what we have to do is that we take rates at a fully hedged basis, because when we borrow on foreign exchange, we have to hedge it. So the all-in costs of ECB is what we take into consideration. And when that is competitive in certain situations, we increase the amount of borrowing we take. And so that's basically the trade-off, which is why it's not. So just so you know, it is not our cheapest source of debt today, which is why it is one component of the mix. You talked about dividend payout stagnation. There are two. First off, just so you know, and I'm sure you're well aware, sir, that the shareholders are rewarded with dividend payoff stagnation in the form of an increase in market price of the securities. So the value of your assets are going up. And those are also obviously liquid assets that basically are going up. And often that is, so that's one of the ways in which it's reflected. The second is that it's important for us, being a financial services company, to plow back some of this capital because we need to strengthen our capital adequacy in order to drive the growth rates, right, that we basically see as a company. So we're constantly evaluating what this right trade-off point is between how much capital we need to plow back into growth, which obviously is our primary agenda, and how much capital we basically give to you as shareholders, which we also recognize as an important kind of step to be taken. The third question was on gold loans. So the gold loans basically we've just started it, and currently our AUM is around 100 crore mark, but it's in its very, very early stages. So as the business grows, we'll continue to keep you informed on segmental reporting. And finally, sir, you had some recommendations on CSR and who we give it to. So that will definitely be taken into consideration by the CSR committee when it meets next. And it's definitely a valid area that you talked about. So it's something that we will consider from our sides as well. Thank you again for all of your questions, and hopefully that addresses all the questions asked. We now come to the conclusion of the meeting. Members who have not cast their vote, we now cast their vote. The e-voting system will continue to be active until 15 minutes from the closure of this meeting. The scrutinizer will submit a report to the company after consolidating the responses received in the remote e-voting and e-voting conducted at the AGM. I request the scrutinizer for an orderly conduct of the voting. The results shall be declared along with the scrutinizer's report and should be placed on the website of the company, www.cholamandalam.com, and on the website of NSCL at www.evoting.nscl.com on or before August 4th, 2025, and simultaneously communicated to the stock exchanges, which will be available on their websites. As there is no other business to be transacted, I declare the meeting is closed. I thank you all for the cooperation and ensuring smooth conduct of the meeting. Stay safe and see you next year. I also thank NSDL for moderating the meeting. Thank you.
If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe for latest upcoming videos.